The arena buzzes with anticipation, a cacophony of cheers and murmurs filling the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino's ETES Arena in Atlantic City, New Jersey, on November 24, 2018. The air feels electric, charged with the weight of history as HBO prepares to broadcast its final World Championship boxing event. Tonight's main event promises a clash of titans in the light heavyweight division, pitting the undefeated Russian phenom Dmitry Bivol against the battle-hardened Canadian veteran Jean Pascal. The crowd, a mix of local fans and travelers waving Russian and Canadian flags, senses the stakes. A defense of the WBA light heavyweight title and a chance for both fighters to etch their names deeper into boxing lore. The lights dim, and the spotlight hits the ring as the announcer's voice booms, cutting through the noise like a blade. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an unforgettable night of boxing. The crowd erupts, and the stage is set. Dmitry Bivol, the 27-year-old Quebec, Canada, wears white and blue trunks, his fists pumping as he shadowboxes for his vocal Canadian supporters. His record, 33 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, with 20 knockouts, pops up on the screen, alongside his past titles, WBC, IBO, and Ring Magazine light heavyweight champion. Pascal's recent knockout of Steve Boss shows he's still dangerous, and tonight, he's chasing a second reign as champion. The commentators set the scene as the fighters warm up. "This is it, folks," says the first, his voice brimming with excitement. "HBO's swan song, and we've got a banger. Bivol's the young lion, a technical wizard looking to cement his dominance. But Pascal? He's a former Olympian, a veteran who's been in wars. He's not here to roll over." The second commentator chimes in. "They sparred back in 2016, so Pascal knows Bivol's right hand is a missile. Expect Bivol to control range with his jab, but Pascal's power could make this messy if he closes the distance." The referee, Michael Griffin, calls the fighters to the center, delivering instructions as they touch gloves. The bell rings for round 1, and the arena holds its breath. Pascal comes out swinging, true to his aggressive style. He charges forward, throwing heavy hooks to test Bivol's chin, his fists a blur as he tries to impose his will early. Bivol, unfazed, circles smoothly, his footwork impeccable. His jab snaps out like a whip, catching Pascal mid-stride. Halfway through the round, Bivol lands a crisp right hand that snaps Pascal's head back, drawing a gasp from the crowd. Pascal clinches, to reset, his face showing respect for the champion's power. Pascal's making a statement, but Bivol's untouchable so far, the first commentator exclaims. That right hand, Pascal felt it. The second adds, 10-9 Bivol. Pascal's got power, but Bivol's precision is already setting the tone. The round ends with Bivol in control, his jab dictating the pace. Round 2 sees Bivol turn up the heat. He unleashes a 3-punch combination, jab, cross, hook, that backs Pascal to the ropes. The Canadian swings back with single shots, but they sail wide, missing Bivol's elusive head. Bivol shifts his attack to the body, his gloves thudding, against Pascal's midsection, leaving visible redness. The crowd murmurs, sensing the champion's dominance. Bivol's combinations are surgical, the first commentator says. Pascal's on the defensive already. The second agrees. 2018 Bivol. Pascal needs to counter, but Bivol's outlanding him clean. The Russian's jab is relentless, a metronome keeping Pascal at bay while setting up punishing right hands. Rounds 3 through 5 unfold like a masterclass from Bivol. His jab continues to dominate, peppering Pascal from range and frustrating the veteran's attempts to close distance. In round 4, Pascal finds a spark, landing a solid left hook that momentarily stuns Bivol. The crowd roars, Canadian fans leaping to their feet as Pascal presses forward, smelling blood. But Bivol recovers quickly, his composure unshaken. He responds, with a flurry of body shots, each punch a calculated strike to sap Pascal's energy. By round 5, Pascal's clinching more, his legs looking heavier. Bivol's right hook becomes the story, buckling Pascal's knees repeatedly in slow motion, replays that highlight the Russian's power. Pascal stole that fourth with heart, the first commentator says. But Bivol's bodywork is brutal. Pascal's slowing down. The second notes, Bivol's landed over 50 punches already. CompuBox is loving this guy. The middle, rounds 6 through 9, see Bivol's dominance grow. He traps Pascal on the ropes, unloading combinations that blend speed and power. Pascal, ever resilient, mounts a desperate comeback in round 8, trading bombs in the center of the ring. A right counter from Pascal wobbles Bivol, igniting the crowd, but the champion fires back with a vengeance, his hooks landing with sickening thuds. Pascal's energy wanes, his face marked with welts from Bivol's relentless assault. A slow-motion sequence captures Pascal taunting Bivol, daring him forward, only to eat a storm of punches that leave him reeling. What a war in the 8th, the first commentator shouts. Pascal's got heart, but Bivol's youth and power are overwhelming. The second adds, Bivol's right hook is money. Pascal's durable, but he's taking a beating. The championship rounds 10 through 12 are a showcase of Bivol's mastery. In round 10, Pascal taunts again, goading Bivol into a firefight. The Russian obliges, unleashing a barrage of hooks and uppercuts that rock Pascal but don't drop him. The Canadian's resilience is remarkable, but Bivol's precision is relentless. Rounds 11 and 12 see Bivol cruise, mixing jabs with power shots while Pascal fights to survive. The final bell rings and the fighters embrace, Pascal nodding in respect. The crowd rises for a standing ovation, honoring both men's efforts. Round 10 was fireworks, the first commentator says. Pascal dared him and Bivol answered. The second agrees. Bivol emptied the tank. This kid's the real deal. The judges' scores flash on the screen. 117, 111, 119, 109, 119, 109. A unanimous decision for Dmitry Bivol. He retains his WBA light heavyweight title, improving to 15-0 with 11 knockouts. Pascal, now 33-6-1, remains gracious in defeat. In the ring, Bivol holds his belt high, his face breaking into a rare smile. The interviewer approaches. Dmitry, a masterful performance. What was the key tonight? Bivol, through a translator, says, I tried for the knockout, but also showed my boxing skills. Pascal is tough. We sparred before. His power lasted. All 12 rounds. I'm ready for anyone. Alvarez, Kovalev, Jack, let's unify. Pascal, when asked, responds, Bivol's the best young champion out there. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. Head held high. Back to the gym. Hall of Fame? Maybe next time. The commentators wrap up as stats appear. Bivol landed 217 of 678 punches, 32%. Pascal just 60 of 357, 17%. One-sided dominance, the first says. Pascal fought like a champ, but at 36, time's catching up. The second adds, Bivol cements his elite status. What a send-off for HBO. The broadcast closes with a highlight reel, slow-motion shots of Bivol's jabs, right hooks and body shots set to epic music. Pascal's resilience shines through in clips of his counters.